He was under the influence of power, lust, control, hate. But was that the only thing he was under the influence of? No drugs? No alcohol? I say no way. Let's find out right now. Happy Wicked Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video with me, Anne Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best. And you're ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And as always, I want to know, how are y'all doing tonight? Are y'all having a good night on this beautiful Wednesday evening? It is gorgeous down here in Louisiana. It is very hot, but it is very beautiful. Oh, I absolutely love Louisiana. What are y'all doing this summer? What are y'all plans? Do y'all have anything fun planned this summer? As always, summer is my favorite season, and I hope y'all are enjoying the summer so far and making tons of memories with your family and friends, especially those babies, those children. Aren't they wonderful? Oh, I love them. I love my little babies so much. And also, I want to know, are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Remember, just a brisk walk, 20-30 minutes every day will make you have an amazing, wonderful day. Yeah, I promise you. I promise you're going to have a great day if you get those endorphins up first thing in the morning. Trust me. And as always, I hope y'all are ready to hear a true crime story with me today. And today, we aren't going to be talking about someone that looks like a monster. We are going to be talking about someone that is a monster. Today, we are going to be discussing a case that is all over the news. It is all over social media, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, the news, everywhere has his face up. It's not because he's full of face tattoos. It's not because he's good looking. It's not because he's 6'6", but it's because he is convicted of killing 2 women. He is the Cape Coral killer, but I describe him as the spaghetti killer. Yes, today we are going to be talking about killer Wade Wilson. Wade Wilson was born around 1994. His parents were around 14 when they had him, so they decided to give Wade up to a loving couple from their church, Steve and Candy Wilson. They embraced their little boy. They loved him very much. He had 2 older sisters. He was living a great life. But when he was young as 14, 16, around that area, he started being very problematic. He was arrested for theft, assault, fraud. His ex-girlfriend said he was very charming. He would pretend to be a nice guy, and then he would assault them, beat them, SA them. He was not a good character. He was not a good man, but he would use his charm and his good looks to lure women in. And did he ever? It all started on a beautiful fall night on October 6, 2019, when Wade Wilson decided he wanted to go listen to some live music, and his girlfriend, Melissa Montanez, was going to meet them out there. They decided to go to Buddha Live, where they can listen to live music, enjoy the night, embrace the beautiful fall weather, and have a good time just singing, dancing, maybe have a few drinks, just love the fall night. While they were there, they met a man named Jason Shepard. Jason Shepard and Wade became friends. They were laughing, they were cutting up, they were joking. Jason invites Melissa and Wade back to his place. Melissa says, you know what, Wade, we just met this man. We do not know him. I don't feel comfortable going to a complete stranger's house, which I totally agree with. Wade got upset and said, no, I want to go. And he wanted Melissa to accompany him. She said, absolutely not. He got mad. He stole her car. Melissa leaves the bar with her friend and spends the night at her friend's house that night. While Jason and Wade were leaving the bar, Wade meets beautiful 35-year-old Christine Melton. She is a gorgeous girl, originally from Illinois. Her and her friend Stephanie moved to Cape Coral, Florida after leaving Illinois. They were both waitresses at a place called Duffy's, and they were embracing the Florida life. Wade was very drawn to Christine, but who wouldn't? She was a beautiful blonde with a gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful smile. She could just light up the room. Everyone describes her as a wonderful person with an embracing personality. She loved to sing, dance, very talented painter. She always had dreams of becoming an actress. Everyone said that she was everyone's best friend. She was her nephew's favorite aunt. Everyone loved Christine, and everyone described her as a beautiful ray of sunshine. But there was a dark rain cloud about to pour all over Christine, and his name was Wade Wilson. As Jason and Wade are leaving the bar, Wade spots Christine Melton. He sees that she is with her friend Stephanie. He looks at Stephanie and says, "Hey, who's your friend?" Stephanie turns to Christine and said, "Hey, this guy wants to know who you are." Wade introduces himself as JR. To this day, I don't know why he introduced himself as JR, but he introduced himself to Stephanie and Christine as JR. Stephanie describes Wade as very charming, very sweet, very good looking. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Absolutely no red flags. Wade says, "Hey, I want to come back to my friend's house. We all going back over there. Maybe do a little, line or two. You know what I mean?" They decided to go back over there. And while they were there, as soon as they arrived, Christine and Wade become intimate while Stephanie and Jason are outside getting to know each other. No attraction, just talking, hanging out, while Wade and Christine are inside. All of a sudden, Wade says, "Hey, I can bring y'all home." Stephanie and Christine get in the car with Wade, and as they're driving, Wade realizes, "Oh no, I'm in my girlfriend Melissa's car, and I can't drive a stick shift." Christine and Stephanie are petrified, terrified, scared, because as they are driving, it is very erratic because Wade does not know what he's doing when he's trying to drive a stick shift. Everyone is scared, but they make it home, and Stephanie says they are elated to make it home because when they arrived, they hugged each other and said, "Thank goodness we arrived home safe," because I didn't think they were going to get there safe, as Wade didn't know how to drive a stick shift. But Stephanie said she had to leave because she had to bring her child to school and she had to go to work. She hugged and kissed Christine and said, "I will see you tomorrow." She said nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Christine and Wade were hitting it off. She didn't feel at all that it was a bad idea to leave Christine alone with Wade, but she did. Stephanie leaves, and while Christine is sleeping, something terrible happens to her. For unknown reasons, while Christine Melton was sleeping, Wade Wilson decided to choke her to death. He knew that Christine was dead, and a couple of hours later, he wanted to dispose of her body. He wrapped her up in a sheet or a comforter, and he says he could not pick her up because he thought that rigor mortis had set in. So he left Christine Melton at her home, stole her car, and called his girlfriend, Melissa. Melissa was absolutely furious, and I can understand why. He stole her car. She was absolutely livid. He kept calling. He said, "Where are you? I'm going to come get you. Where are you right now?" Wade met Melissa at her place of employment in Christine's car. She was furious. She's like, "Where's my car?" He was so angry at her, screaming at her, cursing at her, calling her names, intimidating her. She said that he wanted her to get in the car with him. She said no. He was trying to pull her into the car, and his grip was so tight and so strong that it nearly ripped the dress she was wearing off of her body. He stops the car. He forgets to put it in park. He ends up bumping into another car, grazing he and Melissa's legs. He starts punching her, tackled her, hitting her. She said it's like another person came over him. She was absolutely terrified of him at that moment. She said his eyes just turned black while he was assaulting her. She said that while trying to reason with Wade until the cops arrived, she said that Wade drug her up the stairs, held her against the wall, started choking her. She said at that moment, she did not know if she was going to be thrown over or she was going to be choked to death. She was absolutely terrified and said to herself, this is the day I'm going to die. He's going to kill me. Now, I'm going to pause right there to tell you how insane Wade was that day. He took his girlfriend's car, stole her car, comes to meet her in another woman's car. She doesn't even know where her car is. And by the way, who's this woman you were with when we're supposed to be together? Why is he mad at her? Why is he assaulting her, choking her, trying to kill her when she did nothing wrong? Why is that? What happened that day for Wade Wilson to turn into the devil himself? Melissa was able to escape the grip that Wade had on her. Wade jumped back in the car and sped away. Melissa was relieved that she was okay and that Wade did not kill her. But do y'all think that Wade is done with all of this nonsense? Oh no, Wade is still on a killing spree, and he was not done. And he was looking for his next victim. And as he was driving, he spots 43-year-old Diane Ruiz. Diane is a beautiful, loving mother. She is always happy. She is very supportive to both her children. She has a teenage daughter and a 5-year-old son who she absolutely adores. She has a fiance whom she loves dearly. She is living her best life. She has been working the past 5 years at Moose Lodge, where she is a bartender. She is a single mother, but she is doing her thing, y'all. She is happy all the time, and everyone loves her. She was born and raised in Cape Coral. She comes from a very loving Cuban family and loves to cook and spend time with her kids and her family. Everyone adored Diane. On this day, she decided she was going to walk to her job, which is only about a 10-15 minute walk. While she was walking to work, minding her business, enjoying her exercises, a man pulls up, a good-looking man in a vehicle, and wants directions to the high school. Diane gives him directions. Now, according to Wade, she got in the car with him willingly and wanted him to take her to the bus stop while she gave him directions. Do I believe that? No. I do believe that Diane gave him directions, but in my opinion, I think that he forced Diane into his vehicle. I could be wrong. But in my opinion, I don't think Diane Ruiz got into Wade Wilson's car willingly, but she could have. While Wade was driving, he decided to start choking Diane. While driving, he was choking her. He spots an empty lot. He pulls into that empty lot where he rows Diane out of the vehicle. He realizes that Diane is still breathing. So what does Wade do? He takes this innocent 43-year-old loving mother and rolls her over and over and over with the vehicle until she looks like spaghetti. What kind of demon man is this, y'all? This makes me so angry. These women were just minding their business, and this cruel, evil human being murders them like they're trash, like they're nothing, like they mean nothing to no one. Who is he to take someone's life? That just gets, that gets me so angry. That gets me so angry, yeah, that someone can do that. And to roll her over until she looks like spaghetti, who says that? It's like he's the devil, like the devil walking. Police are looking for him on the assault of Melissa at this time. Police spot Wade in the Joe's Crab Shack parking lot. They see him. He's acting nervous. He has no shirt on. He's rolling up the window. He doesn't want to talk to them. He leaves. And police can't just go on this chase because they want to question him. They're trying to figure out what happened. What did Wade Wilson do? Police have no idea as of now that in 24 hours, he killed 2 women and assaulted 1. What was Wade going to do next? Wade Wilson decided to break into someone's home, helping himself to alcohol, food, and clothing. While Wade is there, Wade decides to call his biological father. When Wade was at the age of 18, he decided to reconnect with his biological father, Stephen. Wade calls up Stephen, and Stephen said the only time that Wade calls him is when he needs money. That's usually the only time he needs something from his biological father. Wade tells his father everything that he's done, everything, that he killed 2 people, that he assaulted the girlfriend, he broke into someone's home. He told him everything. At first, Stephen said he did not believe Wade as he was a storyteller. He stated that Wayne was very happy, elated, showing no remorse. And he thought to himself, there's no way this is true. But he said that he did not want Wade, if this was true, that he did not want Wade to kill a 3rd person. He was worried about that. At first, in my opinion, he wanted to help his son, but I think he realized that he did not want Wade to kill anyone else. Stephen asked Wade, what do you need from me? How can I help you? Wade said, I have to get out of here. I have to leave. He says, tell me the address that you are at, and I will call an Uber for you. I will get you out of there. Wade gives him the address to his home. Stephen knows that as soon as they hang up, that he is going to notify authorities to go and pick up Wade. Steve calls authorities. Authorities show up and they arrest Wade. Wade says he did nothing wrong. He's 100% innocent. None of this is true. And on November 19th, 2019, he is charged with 2 counts of murder. Less than a year after being in jail, Wade and his cellmate tried to escape prison. They do not succeed. Wade's trial is constantly postponed due to COVID. They could not get the trial started, but his trial was going to start this year in 2024. Before his trial started, Wade's attorneys, they asked the judge, they said, could we please request that Wade gets a haircut and that we can get makeup to cover up his tattoos? And these tattoos weren't just like Mike Tyson, just like some art around the eye. These tattoos were stitches around his mouth, a SWAT sticker, and some other bad tattoos indicating very bad things. But I'm going to pause right there. You remember when Stephanie Johnson stated that when her and Christine met Wade, he did not have all these face tattoos, indicating that he probably got all these bad tattoos on his face in jail, which I didn't know they can do, but I'm guessing that's where he got them. I don't know, unless he had face makeup whenever he met these women. I don't know. But the judge allowed him to cover his tattoos and get a haircut. But when Wade steps into the courtroom, all his tattoos are very visible. He's very good looking, very charming, reminds me of Aaron Hernandez, tall, full of tattoos. But even though Wade Wilson is good looking, He is a stone cold killer, just like Ted Bundy, just like Jeffrey Dahmer. These men are very charming and good looking, but in reality, you do not want to be alone in a room with them because they will murder you and have absolutely no remorse. Looks can be very deceiving. It takes a jury less than 2 hours to convict Wade Wilson on 2 counts of murder, grand theft, assault, battery. And on July 23rd is his sentencing, which the jury recommended death. Do I think, in my opinion, that Wade Wilson is going to get the death penalty? Yes. Yes, I do. I think that for the crimes that Wade Wilson committed, that he will be sentenced to death. I want y'all opinions. Do you think he will? My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, in my opinion, if Wade Wilson was not caught, he was going to be the next Ted Bundy, killing for the thrill of it. Just like Ted Bundy, he was good looking, he was charming, he was charismatic, and he would lure the women in with all of these qualities. He was a very good looking, charming man, just like Ted Bundy, and he was going to keep killing, but he was caught. Thank goodness. And when that verdict was read guilty, and when that jury suggested the death penalty, and he would be sentenced July 23rd, y'all, Wade sat back like it was nothing, like it was another day. No remark. His face didn't move, no reaction. He sat there and did nothing. It was like his soul left his body. It was a whole different person, in my opinion. He didn't care at all. He had absolutely no remorse to what he did to all of these women, not just the 2 people that he murdered, but to his ex-girlfriend, Melissa, who almost died. She was almost choked to death because of him. And he was a stone cold killer. And like I always say in all my videos, to always be aware of your surroundings. I know it's hard when you see a good looking person. You want to get to know them. You want to know what they're about. You want to get in the car with them. You want to go out to dinner the first day you're meeting them at this bar, go back to their house. But always think twice, because you never know who you're getting in the car with. You never know who you're going to be alone with. This person could be charming one minute and Ted Bundy the next. Anne Rule, who was the author who wrote The Stranger Beside Me, her and Ted Bundy were best friends. They worked together. And Ted would walk her to her car every night after work and say, Anne, make sure you lock your doors tonight because there are crazy people in the world. In the meantime, she's locked up in a room with the world's worst serial killer, Ted Bundy. She didn't know that her friend was doing all this killing after they left work. She didn't know what was going on with him. You never know who you are with every single day, or who you meet at the club or the gas station or the bar. You never know this person truly. So always stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings and who you're around. You never know who it could be. I hope that y'all learned something from this video today. Like I always say, I like to educate y'all to maybe one person can learn something from this video. Because I know when I was young and we were all at the club, we were, 18, 19 years old, we were having fun and we were doing this and this and going here and going there and getting it. My friends and I would get in the car with guys and we would go to another club. The last thing we thought that these men could be serial killers. We didn't know, and we got lucky. But one time someone could not be lucky, just like Christine Melton. She didn't know that she was just intimate with a killer. She didn't know that he was going to kill her. I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, thank y'all so much for your love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I love you all. And I hope you all have a very happy 4th of July tomorrow and enjoy the wonderful time of our beautiful country on Independence Day. I love you all. Bye.